I am at a restaurant with my brother and his girlfriend. The server comes over to introduce herself. Hey guys, my name is Megan and I'm gonna be your server tonight. May I start you off with some water? Yeah, some water would be fine. Alright, I'll be right back. As soon as she leaves, my brother and his girlfriend are surprised. Like, I can see that on their faces. They're just shocked. My brother goes, bro, didn't you see how she was looking at you and she was talking to you? She really wants you, bro. You should say something. And then his girlfriend goes, yeah, like the way that she was talking to you, and then she was kind of like leaning forward towards you. She really wants you. Like, she has a crush on you. I was like, nah, she's just doing her job. That's why she's nice to me. And I didn't even want to say anything, talk to her, or approach her. Because in my mind, I could not comprehend the fact that a girl wanted me, that a girl liked me. Because one, she's super pretty, and the second one, that's the conspiracy theory that I had about myself. I'm too boring, I'm not interesting, I'm ugly, no one is interested in me or attracted towards me. Those are the conspiracy theories that I had about myself, and you probably have them too. And that's why I would run out of things to say. I would be super anxious and awkward around people, or nervous around girls, or scared to talk to girls as well. I remember one time I was one of my best friends. He's from Florida, I'm from New York. I met this guy. This guy is like a fucking Chad, right? He's like really popular. He has a lot of friends. He has a lot of charisma, and his friends, they're like same. We are popular. They take care of themselves and everything. And I remember that one time he asked me to send a video to his friend on how to run Facebook ads, right? So I'm making this video for his friend, but I'm fucking anxious as fuck because I'm like, when his friend sees this video, he's gonna be like, oh, look at him, what a loser. Oh, look at him, he's a little weird, he's a little creepy, he's awkward, right? Maybe 2 hours afterwards, I get a notification on my phone from my friend. He sent me a screenshot of the chat with his friend. He was like, oh my god, that video was super helpful, bro. Jose is amazing. And I was like, wow, this guy thinks that I'm cool and that I'm actually amazing. Wow, that's good. Really, I'm not used to it. See, the problem is that I would never question the thoughts that I would have about me or the identity that I had, right? I would never be like, why am I not good enough? Why do I believe that other people are more important than I am? Why do I believe that other people are better than I am? And I believe that that's who I am. I believe that that's my personality. That's how I was born. I was born a socially anxious guy, and I am too boring, and I suck at talking to girls. I was born this way. You see the guy over there, he's really good at talking to girls, but I'm not. I was born this way. And no, you see, this is the beautiful part, man. I have worked on this a lot, and I'm so fucking proud. And I'm gonna show you my notebook. I'm so fucking proud of myself for all of the work that I've done on solving socializing, social anxiety, low self-esteem, and all of that. And I've done a lot of fucking research, right? So the nitty-gritty, based on neuroscience and psychology, the way that identities and personalities are formed, they are formed from early that we have as a kid. But let me tell you this. When I was 6, maybe 4 years old, my first time going to school, I got bullied by 6 guys. Every single morning, they would wait for me on the entrance to hit me, call me names, and make fun of me. When I would get home, my dad would beat the shit out of me. He wouldn't listen. He would treat me and he would make me feel like I am a piece of shit and I don't deserve love. At the age of 8, I was playing soccer, then someone pushed me really hard and everyone could see that and everyone was laughing at me. At the age of 8, I got rejected from a girl that I really liked. And then 2 weeks after that rejection, she was dating the Chad and the charismatic guy from school. And then unfortunately, all of this made me a fucking gamer and made me addicted to a lot of food. And my mom owned a bakery. So I had unlimited amount of cakes and sodas, and this is how I would look. So guess what? This made me even more ugly and get more bully from the guys at school. And here's the thing. The problem is not the bad things that happened to me, the bullying, the rejections, the all of those things, those are not the problem. The problem is the conclusions that I had about those bad experiences that I had. My conclusions were not based on reality, a healthy conclusion, a more realistic conclusion. They were fucked up, unrealistic conclusions. And I remember that I grew up having such a low self-esteem. And not just low self-esteem, but a hate and disgust towards myself. Because in my little kid mind, I would be like, if everyone and everywhere that I go, girls reject me, guys reject me, my own dad doesn't like me, I am a piece of shit and I don't deserve love. There's something wrong with me and I was born this way. I hate my own self. That's why I am boring. I have nothing interesting to say. No one should fucking love me. Every guy thinks that I'm a fucking loser. This is where social anxiety gets developed. There's something wrong with you. People will see that there's something wrong with you and they will reject you. That's why you don't want to talk to people. And if you talk to people, you feel anxiety because you're like, oh my God, I'm about to get rejected. I'm about to get left alone. I'm about to get kicked out of the tribe. And that's why anxiety comes around people. But you know what, man? Times have been changing for me, man. And I say this almost like I want to cry. And I've been going to bed crying, but out of tears of joy. Because I realized that I was not the person that I would think I am. I am not this boring guy. I am not this. I have interesting things to say. And it's because I unlearn insecurity. I heard from the Dr. KJ that we don't gain confidence, we unlearn insecurities. So that's why I had to ask myself, what are the core beliefs that I have about myself? Why do I believe that other people are better than me? What were the early experiences that I had? And then changing the conclusions that I had towards them, right? Why was I rejected? Why was I rejected by the girl, right? Oh, there were other things, right? Maybe she was a fucking 10-year-old. Maybe I didn't have enough experience. That's why I would suck at talking to girls, right? So that's fair enough. I was 8 years old. I didn't have enough experience. So that's why I would suck. That's okay, right? Maybe she was into someone else. Maybe I reminded her of someone that she hates. I was too fat back then. But once again, it was the fat that she was rejecting. She was not rejecting me. She was rejecting the fat that I had. There's so many reasons of why I got bullied, why I got rejected, why my dad didn't like me. And this is the healthy way to see things, rather than I got rejected because I don't deserve love, or or my dad beat the shit out of me because I'm a piece of shit. I go to the city every single week to do call approaches, to practice socializing, and to hopefully get my future wife, right? So when I get rejected, I change the conclusion that I have towards a realistic conclusion, right? I always ask myself after I have a rejection, okay, was I smiling when I approach her? Yes. Was my body language open? Yes. Was my tone right? Instead of being like, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you today? Right? Was my tone right? Yes. Okay. So if these things were right, the reason that I got rejected, it's because maybe she actually has a boyfriend. Maybe her mom just died. Maybe she's on her period. Maybe she just got cheated on. So when I do, I change the conclusions. So after I get rejected once, I can just continue going. And I always see the same pattern. It's always no, 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 yes. No, 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 yes. There will be someone that will find you interesting. So that's the thing, man. And look, I'm showing you this as if I was like fucking kid, bro. But I'm so happy. Look at all of the social wins that I have, man. I made Zoe smile after I got rejected. So it was a girl that I met at the gym, and I call approach her. She said, oh, I have a boyfriend, right? It happened on Monday, and then Thursday I approached her, and I went up to her. And I was like, hey, what's up, Zoe? She fans me, and I made her smile after I got rejected. The first thing that we're gonna do is that we're gonna change the fake thoughts and identity that you have about yourself. Why do you believe that you're not good enough? What was the first event that made you believe that you don't deserve love, that you are not interesting, that there's something wrong with you, that if people see who you are, they're not gonna like you? When were the first cases that this happened? write that down and then change the conclusion. I got laughed at because of something stupid that I said in front of a crowd. Of course they're gonna laugh. I would laugh at myself too. Oh my god, right? At least will set you free. That's the first thing, is change the conclusions of the early experiences that you had, and knowing that most of the bad things that happen to you, like rejections and all of that, it's not your fault. The second thing is little by little talk to people, right? So for example, when I would go to the city, right? Look at this, right? When I have neutral or good experiences with people, and even 2 weeks ago, I joined a guy that had a sign with the free hugs, right? I joined him. We got some hugs, and then I went to a cafe, and at this cafe there was 2 people working there, and they were like, "Oh, how was your free hug session?" Right? So they were interested in me. So this made me think of like, oh wow, if these beliefs of I'm not interesting, I'm boring, I have nothing interesting to say were true, they wouldn't have asked me, oh, how was your experience? They wouldn't be interesting. Or when I go out and when I just ask a girl like, oh, maybe a random question, maybe I do want to like call, approach her or give her a compliment, and she smiles. If these beliefs were true, she wouldn't have smiled. She would be like, oh my god, this is creepy, right? So notice that little by little, just expose yourself. Say what's up to the guy. Say, hey, how are you to someone. And if someone smiles to you back, if someone wants to talk to you, that means that those beliefs that you have about yourself and your identity are not true, right? But this is the thing, and you should be careful with this. When you go outside, since you are hypnotized, you're most likely to see negative things, right? Someone gives you a bad look, just walking by, oh my god, he can see that I'm weird. Or you get rejected from a girl, or a guy doesn't want to talk to you, right? You're gonna blame yourself for the bad things that are happening to you. You should be careful, because this is your mind lying to you, because your mind is used to it. Your mind is focused on rejection. Your mind is focused on the belief that you have, which is I'm not interesting as a person. That's how I've been doing to have all of these amazing experiences with people. And if you wanna have the same experiences with people, and you wanna change your personality and be able to be charismatic, happy, and extrovert, and be able to be yourself around people, send me a DM. I'm gonna leave my Instagram, so you can send me a DM and I can totally help you with that. Thank you for watching.